Hey X, I got one last question for you. So earlier this year, you dropped news that you were working on a documentary.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the status of that documentary,
Okay.
and what kind of
Okay. So
details
what
are we
happened
looking
was there
at?
was a cat that I was working with, and I thought he was 100, but he was not 100. And we started getting into it, and then I get a phone call from Sir Jinx. You know Sir Jinx. Boy, he's a character.
Yes,
Jinx
sir.
called me up and was like, man, I ain't feeling that. And I'm like, what you not feeling, Jinx? And he said, that title, Surviving the Road. And I'm like, say, man, you ain't survived the road survived you. That sounds soft. Like you was a victim or something. He said, man, get that out of here. So I tell the cat who's doing the documentary, we need to change the name and get the death row out of that. It's survive all that. We need to get out of that. We need to just focus on what we doing. And we fell out at that point. So I had to regurge and come with a whole new yada yada. So, but it's back online. The documentary's still back online. You dig? I still don't want to say the title because cats be biting, and I'm gonna get that handled first. But yeah, and the podcast, we got that coming as well. So we got back on track. Sometimes cat throw obstacles in our way, but you know how to run hurdles. Jump out the blocks, and you jump the first hurdle, and you commence to dip it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You gonna have me on your podcast?
Oh yeah, bruh, stop playing. All you gotta do is holler, and I'm gonna be real futuristic. So I'm gonna be able to just split screens and have it like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
and now back to Chad. So,
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey,
Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead, Ryan. You got one?
Yeah, I was going to ask about the Mac Dre song that just came out, or recently came out.
okay, so yeah, that's the Hawaiian connection. Shout out to the homie Rory. We was working on my project, situations. Bruh send me the beat. I do my thing and shoot it back to him, and then I don't mean to come off arrogant or cocky or nothing like that, but y'all, I just be working. I don't be knowing the shit is hot. I mean, I think everything I do is when I'm working on it right there, the hottest shit ever. And then I go to the next song. And then I go to the next song, but I really don't have time. The shit is real. I really don't have time to sit around and dwell on what the fuck I did. I'm like, I go in there and bust, and when you've been doing this long enough, when you go in there, there's a certain level of expertise you must have and that you always practice. I'm going in and I'm out of there. And then at that point, usually it's not on me no more. It's on how cats mix and master. Like, oh, he groupie with his mixing, or that they got the vocals sitting right on the track correctly, then that's dope. But that's on the cats that, like, my cats just got through mixing some stuff, and I was like, wow. I hadn't heard the song before. Then when I heard it mixed, I was like, that sound like RBX.
I need to hear a good tour story. So can you tell me a good tour story? Maybe your favorite one or your worst experience on a tour.
On what? On tour?
Yeah.
I don't really have no bad stories on tour except that it's hard. You got to get up. You got to get. It's not a glamorous thing. You got to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, get your bag down to the bus, be on the bus, have your shit ready, don't forget nothing, because if you leave it behind, it's gone. Yeah, it's a rough game. It looks glamorous because people just see this and they don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Folks fighting to get their room, frustrated, tired, food late.
Got to be probably much like a sports team would be when you're traveling every 2 days.
It's worse than a sports team. A sports team is more organized. it's like a little sovereign nation. When that bus pull in, everybody getting off there on their own room in their own little zone. So a basketball team, you going into dining comments, you're gonna eat. Everybody's gonna eat at 6 o'clock. Dinner's over at 6:30. You regimented. So sometimes when you get off that tour bus, things ain't regimented. You just know you want to grab something to eat and get to your room and go to sleep before you got to get your seat, go back in that bus in the morning.
So when you went to UNLV, were you just on a full ride football scholarship, or what were you studying?
I was on the full ride scholarship, recreation administration. I was going to run all the national parks. You did make sure the bears was eating the chickens and the chickens was eating the feed.
Okay.